Hello everyone and welcome to another video from Wizard Soon, and today I'm going to touch about the topic on the Trainers Lodge, which is a new feature in the version 2.24 update, which is the 3rd anniversary update. So as you can see right now in my game screen, I'm inside the Trainer Lodge, and this feature kind of is an add-on for the existing interaction features that Pokemon Masters already have. So they actually brought it a little bit further into something like a dating scene kind of the environment. But of course, for some of you players out there who say that no, this is not a dating scene game, it's all about friendship. Alright, I'm just going to take that seriously. It's about you improving you and the friendship among the 8 selected trainers that's currently available from this version. So as of now, as you can see at this screen, this video I'm just going to talk about after a few, perhaps about 1 week playing the Trainers Lodge. What are the tips and tricks that you guys can adopt to maximize your progression inside the Trainers Lodge? So first up thing I'm going to hit into will be the main menu, and I will go ahead to explain about the features. There's 2 things. One is the expedition, which is this red color button. This is where you have a team of the trainers to go out to sort of like treasure hunt, to get various kind of the to gather various kind of the resources they will need to exchange the rewards. So let's head into the expedition right now. So expedition, you're gonna have 2 teams, namely Team A and Team B, and the results are right over here. You can see my team, which is pretty much focused on the yellow color, because my primary friendship that I want to build with is currently Marnie, and she is primarily yellow in color. So like I said, here there's divided the trainers into 3 different categories. They call it the Fairy Crystal, then followed by the Smoothing Crystal, and last but not least, the Wistful Crystal. So it really depends on who is your first date that you wanted to go with, and you will emphasize on which of the resources you want to go first. So how to know which resources that your primary character you wanted to date with belongs to, you can just go into the exchange window under interaction 2. This is where you can see all the goodies that you can exchange. So right now, what you can see on the screen, blue will be Fairy, and then we have Silver. He is also Fairy, and next we have May. May will be the same as Marnie, which is Smoothing, and next we have Cynthia, which is also Fairy, and then we have Rosa, which is Wistful, and then we have Anne, which is likely going to be Fairy as well, and then we have Professor Sycamore, which is Wistful, and we have Lillie, which is also Wistful, and last but not least, which is the one that I'm currently building the friendship up, which is Marnie, which is Smoothing. So basically by now you could have seen the pattern. If a trainer is a striker, that will be Fairy, red color, and if a trainer is a supporter, then that will be blue color, the Smoothing, the Wistful, and then if it's a tag, then that will be the Smoothing, which is yellow color. So this is the one, or how you can differentiate between the colors. It is essentially based on their type of their original character, because some characters with the alternate costume that they actually have different roles, but this is based on their original characters as per the character icons. So right, the first thing that you need to do is, right now he is already exchanged, which is to open up more slots to enable your party to have more people in the expedition team. So right now my team has already 6 trainers. So initially you only have 3. So your first priority is to unlock all the slots so you can get rewards faster. So next step, how to optimize the discovery level and the rewards that you can gain. So if you yeah, it was the right script. So if you were to click this discovery level, this is the summary of the discovery level details on what is the bonuses I'm earning. So every 24 hours you're allowed to use one expeditionary item, which will increase the boost of the rewards level that you can earn. Or rather not all, is like every 6 or 12 hours, it really kind of depends on how the cycle goes. There will be one trainer that you can click that will cheer the whole team on, as you can see under the cheer icon here, the cheer on. So it will essentially +1 to all attributes, so there's something that you might want to take note of. I am not too sure how long does this cheer last. It could be 3 hours or 6 hours. I wasn't taking note of it, but just to make sure that whenever you see the cheer on logo is up in one of the characters, one of the trainers inside the expedition, be sure to click that on to get your bonus. Okay, so next I'm going to touch about the discovery level. So if you were to click on each and every icon, current discovery level, it will actually show you what is the rewards as per the current level that you'll be earning. So one keynote you have to take note is that only from level 7 onwards you will be able to gain the ultra version of the reward. So any levels below level 7, which is level 6 and below, you can only earn the silvery reward. I'll touch on what are the things that you guys can exchange, or what is the best way that you can maximize the resources to make the best out of the daily limitations that we guys have. We will eventually be limited by the game. But one thing to take note is that you want to ensure that you will be at level 7 at the minimum when there is no chair and no additional item. Itemize is easier to control because every item has a time limit of 24 hours. So so long you set a time, let's say for example 10 o'clock in the morning, that you set your items on. So just remember to relog in your game at 10 o'clock every morning to ensure that the items are actually always active around that timing. So for me, usually I have my journey to work at about 8 o'clock, so I will make sure that my timing is about 8 o'clock there. So when I was on my way to work on public transport, I can get into the game and make sure that my expedition item is always active. So this is something you can maximize, the little boost that usually make quite a big difference. So the expedition items usually +2 levels. And you have to take note that the maximum levels, no matter what, is level 10. So if you're already at level 10, even if add a +2, it's still gotta be level 10. So you might want to optimize your team a little bit, so to make sure that you won't lead ways to the levels that the discovery levels that you are currently getting. So alright, as you can see here, I am focusing both teams on the smoothing crystal, which is meant for my character Marnie. I really will want the ultra smoothing crystal, which is meant for the rewards, which I'm going in right now. So under the rewards, as you can see just now we are viewing here, there will be 3 levels of the items that is aimed at each and every characters. So for the highest graded item, that will be this. The most important thing you wanted to take note is basically it multiplies the friendship points earned by 1.5 times. So effectively, if you were to play this twice, it will give you an effect of 3 times you have did the interaction with that particular sync pair, which is that's why I will have always the emphasis of getting these items. So what's the best strategy that you can maximize is basically, usually you should have 2 sim pairs in rotation, one in the main and one as a secondary that you wanted to level up. So for this case, Marnie will be my main, and I will set Lillie as my secondary. As you can see, I will be exchanging the item right now. So 3 of it will mean that on the next interaction that I'll go, 3 of it will go to Lillie, and that I will use the item to boost her level by 1.5 times. That is essentially 4.5 times in order to give myself a bit more advantage to earning as much friendship points as possible. So right, just going to go back a little bit on the discovery levels again. So as you can see, there's a level 1, level 2, level 3. Here, you will need to ensure that you are always at level 7, because level 7 will be the biggest progression where this ultra smoothing, or rather the ultra crystal will have a +1, and if you are at level 10, it will be +2. So as you can see, right now my expedition item is basically +1, or rather +2 actually. I know, yeah, it's +2 on this crystal. My base level is actually at level 6. So the most ideal situation is if I can plus 1 more level to the smoothing crystal, that will be the best situation for the amount of the crystal that I can earn. So if you were to go into your team, make sure that when you're forming this team, always in your mind to set that, okay, I'm going to set one item that's going to subtract. So when you form your team, just make sure that you have one category of the item that's going to be negative off. So as you can see over here, I have Will, which is subtracting 1 Wistful, whereas all the other characters is subtracting the Fury. So I'm going to change Will to some other sync pairs that's going to deduct the correct one. And I'll say this case perhaps Mina will be a good choice, and you can see immediately my Wistful rating actually just went up by 1 just like this. So right, if I do not, yes, so that will be it. It will be much better for this case. So with that, with this optimization, I will get 1 extra point for the Wistful. But technically, if you were to check out the level 4 and the level 5 doesn't really make a difference. But if I were to able to bump it to level 7, and yes, it will make a difference. So for that case, what I would do is perhaps I will get 1 treasure out in replacement to the. Alright, smoothing crystal is fine. Maybe I get Wistful. Okay, maybe this time I pick Cynthia. So as you can see, the levels actually went up level 8 right now, which will actually give me a much better reward when it comes to the discovery channel. So since, as I mentioned, my secondary friendship pair that I'm aiming for is Lillie, which is a support that requires Wistful, this reward will come in very useful as I gather my resources. So the next resource that you should be focusing on will be basically the rare catch, which is basically the treasure chest. So the rewards of the treasure chest, as you can see here, it's still kind of I'll say it varies a lot. So there is one difference between the crystals and the rare catch, whereby for the rare catch, as you can see here, the description in red is decided by a probability. So as you can see right now here, the reward that I have not taken yet, I have 14 times over at Team B and only 11 at Team A, despite the fact that actually, if I remember correctly, Team B should have a slightly higher by 1 level only, but you can see the difference is actually quite huge. So it all depends on probability for rare catch, whereas for the crystals, they are confirmed to be replenished once every minute. See the description here. Expedition rewards are found once per minute. So this is all on the expedition portion on resource gathering. So next, I'm just going to go ahead with the how to date your sync pair effectively. Okay, so the perks of leveling up, focusing on one main sync pair is that when you interact with them, they will give you a very fantastic gift, and you can see the animation is very special, especially when it's level up quite high. And okay, apparently my luck today is not that good. It's just a normal smoothing extract. Okay, this one you can purchase off from the so-called exchange center, but sometimes you will really get rare gifts where you can't even purchase. So for this case wise, it's a little bit disappointing. So right, whenever you move off to have a chat, to have an interaction with your sync pair, make sure that you have the presents prepared and ready. So right now you can see my money, I only have 2 good mirrors. I should exchange for more so long I have the resources. But of course, if I do not have the resources, I gotta keep it simple and perhaps reserve it for the next day. I am not too keen to use this is because this only multiplies by 1.1. The second level multiplies by 1.3, and of course the highest level multiplies by 1.5 times, which we have touched on earlier. So right, next thing, we just move on directly to the secondary sync pair that I wish to have interaction on, which is Lillie. So right, every interactions, okay, before we go into the next every interactions, I'm just going to show you how the setup is going to be done. So for my default settings, just to make sure that all these items that can be exchanged, you already exchanged it. As for the filling ring, as I'm running out of the resources, I'm keeping it for the most crucial one. I am just going to leave it up at the moment, but of course if you can exchange them all, that would be the best option. So right, with this I have 3 of the best Lillie interaction. I'm just going to select them all and use all interaction. This will mean that I will be using the interaction immediately. So one pitfall that you should not be making a mistake is whereby you have to make sure you have the correct number of the presents as according to the interaction. If not, you won't be able to use the presents at all. Yeah, so I'm going straight ahead to have a chat with Lillie. And do notice that, okay, the hot topic will be places. So places will be like Ferris wheels and so on. For the tip with regards to the interaction, the first 2 interaction will be basically, will not deduct their attention. So what's about attention is that, to me, it seems that the attention will mean what are the probability that your sync pair will continue to chat with you. So if it's down to 90%, there's a 90% chance that it will continue to chat with you. In other words, 10% chance that they might decide that, hey, you may not be that interesting after all, and stop chatting with you. So all this thing is still bound to RNG. There's still a lot of probability around. So if you are being very, very lucky, you could have high score for a lot of times. But if your luck is really down to the lowest level, I have experienced a couple of times before, 91%, and my sync pair just refused to chat with me further, which is sad. Okay, so prevent that, given the choices, I will put a link in the description on what is the best option selection, the best topic to choose with to chat with your individual sync pairs. This will help you to boost the number of the hearts, or rather I will say the friendship points. Remember, it's not a dating sim. Friendship points. It's divided into 3 different levels. They will be super exciting, and interesting topic. So all these options available just reward either 5 points, 7 points, or 10 points. 10 points being the most exciting, super exciting, 7 points being the exciting, which is average, and then interesting topic is basically is like, okay, I'm trying hard to keep up with your topic. That's pretty much about it. Okay, so for Lillie, Lillie perhaps her best, let me see what are the other options here. Since it's from the Alola region, Captain will be perhaps the most suitable one for people from the Alola region, which is super exciting, and she's going to get 10, which is great. And then perhaps, I believe, Pokédoll should do it. She has a Pokédoll, which is the Clefairy one, and she should be happy with it. Yes. And okay, I think she will be quite like bags after all. Get into the bag Nabby has been quite a trope around. Okay, so now my percentage is down to 92%. I'm actually referring to the guide I'm actually putting in the link. I wanted to get places, but then the places wise is well, the old chateau is a place, but no, it's not. Okay, reading is a hobby. Rising Pokemon, yeah, if I remember, it's not really something that Lillie wants to do. Perhaps I might want to go for reading, just for this time, and then I will be a little bit cautious. Okay, so it's 84%, and I do have a couple of the places around. Ula Island is one of the good place, but then I am not going to take a risk for this case, so I'm going to give her the present. Yeah, and just hope that the option will be much better. Oh, that's nice of her. Okay, Pasho is a nice place, and it's a good place, and that will activate the hot topic. And that is where the max bite is. So what's good about max bite? Max bite, all you need to do is just to mention anything that is beneficial to her. There will be no drop in the attention, because right now it's like, she has the best right now. So right, so long you select the best option, you can see right now I'm raking quite a number of good points. And okay, I'm referring to the guide, so I think I'll just get Kukui this time. So right now all I'm praying is just that please continue to talk with me, and apparently she's not. At 17% she decided not to talk with me anymore. So that is just always how the RNG just works. But nevertheless, for the score I'm getting right now, I think it's a pretty good score. And with that, I believe I should be able to bring her immediately to level 5. And no, it's level 7. Right, so this is how you actually maximize, given the amount of resources, to as much level as possible. But of course, remember, everything still boils down to RNG. Right, so here, super exciting. I have 8 interaction, and all of them is the best one, with 2 of them being the hot topic. And her final attention is at 83%, which means that 17% chance hits, and she decided not to talk with me anymore. Kind of sad, actually. So right, I'm just going to move on to the last topic that you should take note of when you do the trainer lodge. So the reason why I am focusing on the reward catch, as you can see from both my Team A and Team B, there's a very good reason for it. Because once you redeem these rewards, okay, for this case, 11 rare catch, as you can see here, the trainer come out. Here you can see the Wisdom Stone and the Smoothing Stone. These are important for an item that we will be claiming later. So right again, all these crystals, and then the box. Yeah, we have another Wisdom Stone again. And then Wisdom Stone again, and then here we have the Smoothing Stone, and here, 2 Fairy Stones. So technically I have a team of 2 for all these treasure chests. The reason why they are required is because if we were to go to interaction 1, here you can increase interaction count by 3 more. 3 is given to you, and you can add in 3 more by exchanging all these items. These are important if you really want to maximize the amount of the interaction you have and the friendship level to gain every day. So of course right now, since I have already did my exchange item, I should be able to get a few more great items from the main character that I'm doing. Okay, so here, yes, I can, sadly only 1. Well, it's not that bad. I got 1 and I have 2 for the normal one, so technically I can spend the rest of the resources on Marnie, even though it's not the best one yet, but at least I can able to use this to maximize, to use the resources and maximize those that I need. So I'm just going to use the interaction once with Marnie using that goal. So right, we have the interaction. So okay, for this case, since I already unlocked all the locations, I'm just going to put it random. Let the game decide where are we going to date. And of course, 1, 2, 3. I think I'm just going to get this the feeling as well, since I have some resources. Yeah, the feeling. Let's go. So main thing is that you are going to use all the normal resources to get all these things, while the ultra resources reserve the exchange for the interaction bonuses that your SingPair is going to appreciate. That is how you should be using your resources. So right, I am off to a date with Marnie. Oh yeah, my main account is playing with a female character, so Alright, so let's go. Okay, the topic is about fashion. Fashion is great. Marnie has quite a number of the things to talk about with regards to fashion. Right, so like I said, the first two interaction, you will not have your have your attention going to go now. And okay, uniform is definitely part of fashion. So just gonna activate the hot topic with using that. So right. And of course we have accessories and we have dresses. That is awesome. Okay, for this case here is now the hot topic, but at least we have Gloria, our best friend. Okay, so as you can see here right now, my attention is still at 100, which is great. Bags should be considered under items. Oh no, bags is also under fashion. So okay, definitely I'm going to have that. Because if you are on a topic on fashion, the reduction rate will be lower, typically at 50%. Okay, here we have the whole region rising Pokemon. Yeah, not exactly the best bet. Okay, when all these options isn't the best one for Marnie, this is where I will decided to give the present. Okay, I think my main okay, just gotta hang on a little bit while I try to re-record the thing as it went down. Okay, we're back with the recording, so it'll be great. We'll continue. So right, I'll get Pierce, which is her brother. Definitely should be interested. And okay, for this case, fashion, Brussels is not part of the fashion. It could be an accessories or item. Interesting. And perhaps I will pick Lickard, and yeah, Lickard is probably one of the well, Brave Pokemon will work too, but well, we'll see how. Okay, on the bright side, we already hit over 100 points, which is great. Hairstyles. Yes, hairstyle is fashion. That's great. And yes, she would want to continue to talk with us. That's great. So she would like to go on an adventure. Okay, we are currently reduced to 63%. Okay, we have a little bit pinch here. All the options that's given to us is not really a very good option. Okay, if that's the case, we're just going to choose the best of the evils, I guess. And that is probably tidying up. Yeah, excited building and minus 12%. That's hurt, man. Well, at the least we had 167 points, which is, I would say, above usually what I will get. And with the 1.5 times multiplier, is actually quite a good result. And here we are at level 60. So as you can see here, we have 10 interactions this time, with 4 of them being the hot topic, fashion, and 1 being an exciting topic, which reduced the overall number of points that we can earn. But nevertheless, 167 points, which adds up to be total 250. I think it's a pretty good score actually. So yeah, this is pretty much the tutorial or my general tips and tricks with regards to Trainer Lodge. I hope this will be helpful to you. So give it a like, comment if you have any question with regards to the Trainer Lodge. And if you think this is helpful to you, I will really appreciate if you can subscribe to the channel. It will be really helpful to me and my own production. It has been always one man show. I am doing videos like this just because I'm playing this game, and I thought that, okay, why not share the knowledge that I have for this game to benefit more players around. So there I have it. I will see you guys on the next video. See ya!